What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Gearcast. I'm joined with Pandas and Prof. Beetle Boy. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, brethren?
Sac passe. Okay,
Uh,
so
Staying hydrated out
Ryan, you
here.
want to take this?
all right. So I had to come
Bro,
up
just
all
let
week.
him go and tell his fucking 40-minute stories, bro. Oh my god.
No, it's not gonna be a 40-minute story, sir. It's a question for both of y'all.
Oh, a question. I like questions. Q&A.
Exactly.
I'm
Yes.
famous, bro.
So I was thinking about, because I knew we were gonna have a weird topic. We had to have like a good topic for the podcast this episode.
Hell yeah.
And basically, to sum it up, what I was going to say was like, big question. Do you think that like change is bad? And like, give me an example. All right. And if so, if you think change is bad, and if you don't think it's bad, can you give me an example of like a regret you have or something?
I think change is bad. You know, Josh used to be a happy kid. You know, used to be motivated. My friend, now he's depressed, hates everybody, hates his life. Won't even come on the podcast no more. So I wouldn't say change is bad.
Oh yeah, Josh.
wait,
Josh is
wait,
unfit
wait,
anymore, bro. Thanos got him good.
That's not from change. That's from a girl named Jody.
All right, chill. We can't go into that, bro.
Talk about change,
Jesus.
bro. I used to be the happiest kid ever. Then Caroline, she broke my heart.
All right. I think that change could be good or bad.
Same.
All right,
Like so think about it this way, right? Say that I do something really messed up, right? Say as a person I do something that is morally wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
I could go and change my ways for the better and live a good life and make up for that. Alright? That's the way change could be good. Right?
Mhm.
So now imagine the same situation, but I think that I'm being too nice to people and I'm never going to make it anywhere in life. So I morally changed the standards and the way that I treat people, and I started treating people terrible, and like I just like that's a bad change. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a good change. Keep your circle small. Don't let these bitch ass people try to invade
Whoa,
your
whoa!
life.
We can't call. We have to call him either. How do I put this? Now, de-eating is not a very nice term,
Bro,
so we can't
this
use that.
podcast comes out at 10 p.m. every night, alright? All the little kiddos,
But,
they're in bed by
chill.
7, alright? Fuck out of here. This
No,
is Gearcast
stop,
After
stop.
Dark.
Jesus.
Listen,
All right,
bro.
so here's my opinion on it, right? Like, if change is bad or not, and like this, I have to be the point to where like you can debate on this or whatever, right? So like, I want to give an example, right? Like 9/11, right? Like when the Twin Towers were up and all that.
Whoa, that's
No,
controversial.
Alright, cut.
That's
Beetle, this is a
controversial.
touchy subject,
Listen,
right?
Stop. What is it?
I
So
think 9/11 was an inside job, by the way.
chill. All right, but when 9/11 hit the towers and all that, right? That the way you could see that
It was a
change was
hologram,
good,
bro.
though, even though a lot of people
Jet
died.
fuel
and all that.
cannot burn the
You could
beams,
just
bro. They
use-
had to use like the thermite shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And people
And
said they heard explosions down in the basement, and the way the building collapsed, bro, there's no way it was just that fucking plane, bro. And you see the videos.
Maybe there was a terrorist.
Where
in
were
the
the fucking
basement.
plane parts in the rubble, bro? When the plane hit, that bitch went right through like a hologram, bro. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers. George Bush was in this bitch just talking about like, all right, chief, blow. You know what I mean?
The guy's peanut butter and a tinfoil hat on, but like I said, right?
This is why you
The
don't
way
bring
that
up
that like
9/11.
was a good change was like, I mean, besides all the death and all that, right?
Yeah.
That made America like more tight and all that, because now you got the long security, so we can better make sure that that thing didn't happen again, you know. So that's the way I look at it from change, you know.
Good, but...
And like when it comes to like, do I have any like regrets at all? Excuse me, I sneezed, but whoa, Jesus, I got
Bless
the
you,
sniff.
brother.
Thank you. But like when it comes to, in my perspective, like, do I think change is bad? Like I don't know how to say it. I don't think like everything happens for a reason, but I do think that like something needs to happen in order for you to progress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So-
so for example, say you got like if you were jumped when you were a little kid or something like that, you slowly learn not to be like the type of guy that's like being, always smart to people and all that. You learn to be more sturdier. So that event of you getting like jumped or whatever, like back when you were little, need to happen for you to become like a sturdy
you're
person.
A little hood rat and you're outside at night playing and shit, and then these guys.
If someone touches your Legos, you like, hey yo, dog, don't do that, and he pistol whip you.
Like
Not to say like
stop playing outside in the dark because you ain't trying to get shot. You know what I mean?
exactly.
All right. So, Beetle, while you did answer the question, At the same time, you created like a brand new topic because like what you started talking about wasn't the fact
Please
if
avoid it.
Fuck
change
out of
is
here, bro. We're
good
done
or
with this 9/11 shit. Get out of here, bro.
No.
Get
no.
out of
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like the topic about like if change is good or bad. You brought up the topic to does change require a sacrifice?
Mm.
I mean, I guess.
So like
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
so like
with me, like the way, like I don't know, back in the day, you know, like profitable, all these random ass kids started appearing for Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
And I was just chilling with it. I didn't care, you know.
Yeah.
And in school too, you know, just be like friendly with everybody. But you know, you gotta make some sacrifices. You just cut off some people. You know, you be chilling by yourself. You know, you gotta cut off the non-believers, even if you're like close. You know, people shitting on your life, you gotta get rid of it. You know. And the way I changed, like I don't know, my circle is like smaller now. I don't really like fuck around with like everybody. And I've just like started looking at things from a different perspective. Like if somebody just comes up to me and like tries to like, you know, do whatever, I gotta get like a feel of them first before I start trying to act cool with them or whatever. Because some of these people be trying to like bring you down, you know, later on. They try to act some type of way. Because like people can change and shit. Yeah, like sometimes, you know, there's people who treat you like shit and then they want to come back and be whatever. But as soon as you get back like into that, you know, friendship relationship with them or whatever, that's when they become more toxic. And it's just like idea of thinking that they can be better and doing whatever. Like if it didn't work out in the
bro,
first
I'm
place,
better than you. I don't care about your
not
stupid
that,
YouTube
they
channel.
can
Like,
be better than like freaking what they were before. You know, like not be toxic and stuff.
yeah.
But it's like if you keep doing that, you know, you stop talking because of that, and you want to keep like being friends or be back in the relationship or whatever. It's like enough is enough. Like the first time it should have been over. Like you just cut that shit straight because you know eventually it's just gonna creep back. You can't really like store that away forever.
like real quick, so like what you're saying is like 100% like truthful, right, Pandas? But for me, like it isn't always as simple as just like what a person is saying to you because like we're like with my friend group and like with everybody that I talk to, we as a group get along by just destroying each other.
Well, yeah,
Like
I'm saying that,
literally
but that's
just
like close friends and stuff, you know.
yeah, but like I've gotten to the point where like I'm like immune to that stuff. Like like if you're gonna say that stuff to me, it's really has to like hit the right spot and cut deep. So when somebody says that to me, I almost take that as a sign of friendship. Like it's weird how my brain processes that now. So like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. For me, it's like close friend. Like it's like in your friend group that you have, you know, like there was this one kid. I'm not gonna say his name right, but he just like came out of nowhere. And like one of our friends invited him to the table at my old school, right?
You ought to give him a name. Name you'll remember too.
I don't even know, bro. Gary.
Gary.
You know, a man looked like a bummy ass Jesus. He was kind of cool at first.
Hobo Jesus.
Yeah. And you know, he seemed like a nice kid at first. You know, we were just chilling with him. He looked like a grown ass man in 9th grade. But you know, he just comes around and he's just like, you know, having a good time. We're talking and shit. He seems cool. And like the way, you know, you joke around with your friends is like, you know, it's whatever because we've known each other for a while. You know, we're just chilling. That's like how we talk to each other. But then this like new guy just wants to hop up anyway and say this shit. It's like they're gonna get you comfortable too soon and start saying shit, you know, and do whatever. Yeah. And they're gonna bring like other people into it and try to do it like, you know, shit just like gets crazy.
Out of hand.
You don't know them like good enough because you know you say one thing back or they say something to you, they're gonna end up switching up real quick or doing whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
the way like the perspective I have on it is like, cause it's weird. Like it's interesting like cause to see cause I feel like I'm not saying that there's like this one kid in my class like I'll just give him a name. Why not? Let's call him Jake or whatever, right? Like the bull Jake in my class, like I feel like I know him, right? He's like a silent type bull, and I'm not saying like you're all personalities like compared to you, because I kind of thought of like you when he told me like what he thought of and all that, And like what I mean by that is like he's like the silent boy in our class, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, bro, you don't really talk too much or whatever, right? Like, we sit near him and whatnot. And he's like, well, bull, you don't really know nothing about me and all that. And like that's the perspective I see it from. You know what I mean? Like if you don't really gotta care for nobody out here, you on your own path is the way I see it from y'all. You know what I mean? It's like what you're saying, you know what I mean? You're the best, screw the rest. You know what I mean? Like in a way. And it's weird because in a way, like what I see, right? Like I have a different, like I contrast differently from it, from where like I see it as like I don't have to talk to everybody. I don't have to roll with everybody. You're right, but at the same time, like it's interesting to try and like build like some sort of connection and try and get to know people a little bit. You don't have to get like, there are certain obviously people you don't mess with and people you don't need to, but like especially with like because what I like to do a lot is I like to promote my channel and whatnot. And
Yeah.
some people may think of it like I'll address this right now because it kind of does bother me sometimes. Some people might go out and say like stuff like, oh, you're a real sellout or something like that, or oh, shameless plug or whatever. But it really is shameless because what is it? I have much pride in what I do. Because first of all, one of the things I value myself upon is that I'm not one of these bulls out here, right? Because like imagine that, right? Like
talking Chicago Bulls.
No, what I'm saying is like for example, like bro, say there was somebody like bro, imagine you were the best person at your school that could do what you do, right?
Yeah, like you're just
and
like
you
that
don't
guy
talk
that
about it to
everybody
nobody
fucks
else,
with, you
bro.
know what I mean?
Exactly. And then there's these bulls who got like what is it?
They just want to shit on you just cause.
Exactly, bro. And you're the best, and you don't want to promote like what you do, or at least that you think so. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to spread your craft. And there's two ways that this works, right? Not everybody's gonna hate on you and all that, but still, traction is traction. So I go up, I'm like, hey yo, you wanna see what I do or whatever? And he's like, either not cool or like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because also like, it's funny because when someone sees my channel or something, like I feel like that's like an open book in my personality. You know what I mean? Like the first day of school, when I sat down, somebody walked into the classroom or whatever, try to get over him to a real quick chunk, dap him up or whatever. I'm like, hey, my name's Ryan. You can call me Beetle or whatever. I got a channel. Can I show you or whatever? A little icebreaker.
I don't know.
But,
let me just stop you right there for a second, bro. Like I feel like that don't really define your personality though.
I mean, it's what I do.
I mean, it's like your recording personality because like you notice like when you're just like sitting here, we're just talking and shit, or you're just like editing, doing whatever. You're just like this chill ass dude. You're not like really like you're kind of hype, but like not super hype, you know.
Yeah.
But as soon as you can like sense it, like I don't know how, bro, but you just fucking sense that like something's going on, that some recording's like happening. You're in this bitch like a fucking Energizer rabbit or some shit, bro. Like.
Well, that's the way I like to be. You know what is it?
All right. Well, Bill, when Pandas he said that's not how you would describe your personality. You went, well, that's what I do. All right. So what you're saying is you're describing your whole way that you act based on one thing that you enjoy to do. Right. That's like LeBron James going up and describing himself as, I play basketball.
Well, like that's LeBron. Like that's what he wants to do. That's his path. Let people recognize that you have a
There's like a Jake
but
Paul
there's a
thing,
difference.
like the Jake Paul effect. Like, he's like hella hype and shit on camera, and like off of it, he's like,
I mean, well, I wouldn't say that's me all the time. Obviously, I'm a human being, and I like have different things and all that. And it's like, I don't. Obviously, I'm not gonna go on camera and act like, oh, what's up? You know what I mean? Like when I'm trying.
It's like different though. Like, you get on camera, you act all hype. It's like I can do that with my friends, sort of. And there's like sometimes where I'm like, if I'm in a good mood, I can just fuck around and do that. But
yeah,
it's like I feel weird because like other people are just watching you, like feeling it out and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like there's
like,
certain
when I play
things.
with you and Josh and shit, like I'm not even recording at all. I just sit there. I'm like hype as fuck, just like fucking around like 24/7.
Cause like
You go.
Okay, yeah, but like the thing I'm trying to say, like another thing is like the reason I kind of feel like it's an open door to somebody and all that is that like that's for example like if somebody tells you like their hobbies and all that, that kind of gives you an insight to like their personality. You know what I mean? Like how do I put this? If, like with the LeBron James situation, it's like my name's LeBron James. I want to be the best at what I do. I play basketball. You know what I mean? That kind of gives you an idea.
So
Plus
you're not saying
they're like ambitious and stuff. Like they want to succeed.
That's about
like
their
an
energy.
insight to their real personality. That's just
you're not
insight to their
saying.
goals.
All right, hang on. I can see what you're saying now. Before, you were saying that was your personality. It's just fucking like that's it. Now I see what you're saying. You're saying me plugging my channel and letting them see my channel is opening them to my personality, which makes more sense. But like, you can't compare that to LeBron James because the difference between the LeBron James and you is that
People know who
if
he
you
is.
plug your channel and they watch your videos, right? They'll know who you are. Like they'll connect with you. Say they have no idea who LeBron James is, right? LeBron James says, I want to be the best at basketball. They watch LeBron James play basketball. They know nothing about LeBron James.
What do you mean?
And like now that he's he's a like big celebrity and shit, like basically everything he does, even like he has so much shit at home, like people are watching him constantly. Like they get his personality because like he's monitored like 24/7, just like every other famous person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's change the topic. All right. So something I kind of want to talk about. Like future goals, like for like yourself.
Whoa, buddy, you just stole what I told you we were gonna talk about.
I mean, I totally heard Johnny's original subject. Cough, cough. Wink,
you mean
wink.
Shawnee's fucking random noise that he made earlier? No, I don't think that was a subject.
Prince Frost runs this podcast behind the scenes. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's just fucking head honcho. Like I don't even.
Yeah, he's the mastermind. He's the one that told me to come up with this subject.
Oh my god.
Listen,
his IQ isn't even high enough, bro. I don't think he has enough chromosomes.
Don't disrespect him, bro. He'll kick you off the podcast.
I was just trying to find a good transition, okay?
No, you got it. No, you could.
All right, what's your future shit, John? We're gonna let Beetle go last because we know he's gonna yappity yap.
Yep, Beetle's gonna turn a 15 minutes subject into a 2-hour video.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, my goal for the future isn't like, because I'm not blind. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though I just walked in. Like I could see the light to the end of the tunnel, even though I just walked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like
the song Tunnel Vision.
Yeah. Shorty, who gonna listen? Yeah. I love that cool, bro.
Or like, the Roadrunner, like how the tunnel's like painted on that bitch, but only he can get through it because he's the one that's like really motivated to get through that bitch.
Really?
So,
no, that's a good one.
So what I'm trying to say is, right, I think that my goal should just be to find something that fits my personality and my style of like gaming and like commentary, and be able to stick to that and like just start to gain a following. Like some people, they'll come out here and they'll walk into the tunnel and they'll set where they want the tunnel to end so far out of reach that they'll spend their whole life walking through this tunnel and they'll still never see the light at the end.
This dude uploaded 2 episodes of how Mafia works and became the most intellectual human being I've ever
Bro,
met.
I'm telling you, 3,000 IQ, man. Keep going, that's how
bro.
Mafia works, bro. He became an IQ.
Holy shit.
It's like all I'm trying to say is, once I get out of the tunnel, I'm gonna find new roads to explore. While people are gonna walk in, explore the tunnel for their whole life, and then get stuck in the middle.
All right, so for us again that like don't understand like the tunnel analogy, can you like sum up what you're trying to say?
All right, don't set your goals too high. Focus on what you want to do, and then once you complete your goal, set new one.
But what is it that you want to do?
Basically, like for like advice for a YouTuber, what you're saying is like, don't start YouTube thinking you're gonna get like hundreds of views, hundreds of subs, and like money just like that. You know what I mean? Just set a goal of like 10 subscribers, 20.
I set my goal in the middle of that, Beatles, but like since you didn't hear it, I'll repeat it one more time.
Yeah.
So my goal is to be able to find a game or just anything that fits
like
the way
niche.
that fits the way that I like to commentate and the way that I like act, and be able to stick to that and gain a following.
Okay.
My goal is to just blow up and act like I don't know no fuck.
Nah. Go from the most intellectual speech of all time to my goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Hey man, that's a good show. I don't care. It's something.
Alright, so I don't know how I'm gonna top Johnny's like. Fuck, that was crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta be as into no. You gotta rephrase it, Pandas. You gotta be as intellectual as what is Johnny's speech just was.
Alright, boys, let me clear the phlegm from my esophagus.
Yes, okay.
Alright.
Let's see what we'll do here.
So the spectrum of the botectrum is the
Okay.
IQ of the esophagus of the spectrum. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No.
Alright, I don't know, man. Future goals. I'm out here slacking. Like, I don't even know how many subs I have. Let me check this shit, bro. I'm pretty sure I only have like 250, 249. My bad. I'm still broke. So, I don't know,
Spectrum
man. I
isn't
just
even
want
a
to
big
hit like,
word.
I just want to, hit like 300 subs right now. I'm trying to grind there. I mean, I don't know what I want to upload. Like, I want to keep doing, like, Black Ops right now. Ever since I started playing Blackout, the Battle Royale, that's all I want to do. But I don't want to record it. And, like,
Yeah.
Siege and shit, that's fun. But I don't want to do just highlight reels. Because, like, by myself, I don't really know what to do. When you're with your friends, you're in your zone, you're just chilling. So, me trying to get content is like, fuck. I don't know nobody. So,
Like,
You gotta find a niche thing.
it can almost be traced back to what you said about Beetle. Like, when you're just with your friends, you're just chilling, you're playing the game for fun.
yeah.
But as soon as you're like, all right, I gotta get content.
Start
like-
working.
And it's like when I only record Siege, right? We're like me, you, and John. Like I can fuck with like on a recording. Like we could straight fuck it up and go crazy, right? We'll get the best moments ever. But you include Josh in that. I feel like Josh is like flaking out on the podcast for this reason for the last 2 weeks. I feel like he doesn't really have much to talk about because you'll get into it with him, and then basically after like an hour of just talking to him, the whole conversation would be like just him singing or him sending you Instagram posts, until he just like gets bored and gets off.
The thing with Josh is he'll always try to come up with a story. Well, not really come up with a story. He'll try to remember a story that he'll think is completely original. Like, I can imagine, because, like, I didn't go to school with you, right? You did.
Yeah.
But, like, I know I've heard at least the same school story from him at least 5 times. And every time he tells me, he's like, bro, I got this crazy story I gotta tell you. I just remembered.
Like, I mean, not really much happened in middle school. Like, the whole thing, like, he just came out as gay. No, I'm just kidding. He just, like, back in the day, like, watching porn was, like, weird, right? And he, like, first day of school, just out of nowhere, was like, all right, guys, so I watch porn and beat my dick. And then he came up, like, I don't know, he just tried too hard to, like...
What?
He tried too hard to, like, be everybody's friend, I guess. And he was trying to, like, be funny by, like, making fun of himself, I guess. And he was like, oh, you trying to buy some porn CDs? And, like, everybody just kept, like, making fun of him for it.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh,
Alright,
he
you
was
knew
cool.
something.
We don't gotta take a dig too
Well,
far.
no,
your
bro,
goal?
we still had our group of friends and shit, but it's like there wasn't really anything that crazy. I mean, he had like a fight in school, Me and him fought. There was really like the 2 fights and then maybe like a few arguments he got into. Like that was the only interesting story he has from like that school.
Now here's the thing. I don't think the podcast necessarily has to be like. Even though that is like a bunch of like things that go into like a podcast and all that, like throwback original stories. Like, we could just as well go off of like concepts and see what his like point of view
when
is
you
too.
have a long
but it's
conversation with Josh,
he's not motivated. So like, what concepts is he thinking about? Because like, I'll try to talk to him sometimes, and he'll just be like, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna like. I can't think of anything to record. I don't know what to do. I'm not really. His point is he's not really like good with like this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no matter how hard we push him, it's just like, I don't know, he just gets frustrated with it.
So that excuse is kind of lame to be like, I'm not good at it, like, because
or he'll try to like come up with an excuse like he doesn't have enough time or some shit. Like, bro, you have all the time in the world. You sit at home all day, just like chilling. Well, like you could. I
know you didn't just say that Josh complains that he doesn't have enough.
Like, if I had his life right now, bro, I could be the most productive motherfucker ever, bro.
It's just a shame, like, because, like, even with, like, Josh's computer is up. I understand it, but even like he has so many outlets to be able to produce content, and he has more time in his hands than anybody in here. And at the same time, he uploads less than anybody in here.
Yeah.
And like the excuse I'm not good at enough at it. It just doesn't. That doesn't make any sense either because
He can
when
learn.
he not only can he learn, there's ways to get around it. Like I'm terrible at editing. I know nothing about computers. Like I literally told this to Josh. I watched a video of this dude going through his tour, right? I understood like forward the entire time. Monitor, computer, PC, and mouse.
I don't know what the split thing is. What in the world? What is a render?
So like he was like yeah, I really had no idea what was going on the entire time. So then like the fact that I'm able to do stuff more productive than he can, even though it's I know that I can't edit, I can't
I don't know. I
can't
just feel
chop.
like his whole like lack of motivation thing is just due to like not going to school or like not working.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have much interaction or whatever. Like I think the push will happen again. Like well, obviously, like as a job as like a team and his friends,
tomorrow
we gotta try to help him. Like we gotta try to like make the push and all that.
I know,
but I
but
really
at the
think
same
that
time,
push
it's
is
not
gonna
our
come.
responsibility.
I know, no, but like I think the push is gonna come like even more when like he finally has to like get up and like do a job or whatever. So that like push is like more put into him and not by like I don't
I
really
don't think
need
that's
it,
what's gonna happen.
Because he's
Here's
like in
what
a stable place,
According to him, he says that by or tomorrow is when he should be getting the laptop ordered. And his answer to me, at first he told me that he was definitely getting a laptop, and now he said it's a maybe. But I don't know,
So
bro.
I feel like the thing is like Josh. I don't know. I know Josh really well. Like he's known me since I was born. Like I know him really well, but at the same time, I don't know him well enough to say this about his whole life. I could just say this about his online life. He just makes excuses.
Listen, I don't want to have to take the time and be like in the podcast like where we're like taking a dig at him and all that. But
Yeah,
like
this doesn't have to be the whole podcast, like
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
All right, Ryan,
that's the part.
you have
This
to-
is where we
what's
can
your
end
goal?
off with that. All right.
What's your goals, Ryan?
All right. Yeah.
Damn,
So
you really just cut me off because you know I was telling.
I'm
my goals,
sorry.
and then this
What
dude
did you
just
want to
brought up
say? I'm
Josh,
sorry.
like,
I thought you finished your goals,
bro,
Ryan.
I was in the middle of my goal, and then you just brought up Josh.
Yeah. So screw that mother fricker Josh. Like whoa.
Oh no, bro.
Dang.
It's like, oh, I feel like the same thing as Josh, sort of. To be honest, like I don't know. It's just like I'm in a rut sometimes, like with creativity. Like, oh, I think I have ADHD, bro. I think I need Adderall.
Oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
Bro, 'cause I'll be sitting here, bro, just like chilling, like
Yeah.
I tried to edit the Siege video so many times, right?
Yeah.
And I'll just like open up Vegas and I'll be like trying to find something I want to get to like plugins and shit.
Yeah.
And I look in my folders to like find where the plugins were, and then I have my games and apps folder right here. I'll click on that bitch for a second. I'll play. I'll be like, all right, so I can play like an hour of Armor, it won't hurt. 7 hours later, I'm fucking chilling. I start recording. I start playing Siege, and I just won't pay attention. Sometimes I don't even hit record, or sometimes I'll just be doing shit. So I'll end the recording, forget to start it back up, and I'll just be like sitting there playing for a few hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like fucking weird. And I'm not like fucking Ryan. I'm not like some queer ass fucking extrovert.
Well, that's a strong word.
I'm not out here trying to like throw my fucking religion, aka my channel, in everybody's face. Because I'm like an introvert type guy. But like, I feel like the thing with Ryan is, and I can't speak for you, but if you if you want to agree with this, you can. Like, it's just, you really got nothing to lose because you got so much like cringe shit out there from like your childhood and shit, like little videos and skits you made that's like,
Speaking
even if I want to, like,
stuff.
hey, shut the fuck up. And it's like Ryan's whole thing is like, I got too much cringe content out there, and I'm too fucking like, you know, I don't want to private it because it's like something I
I
worked
gotta
on.
cling to my pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's sentimental to you, like seeing all that shit. So you're just like, fuck it. You know, I got nothing to lose. Let me just go out there and be like, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Prof Beetleboy.
Yeah, you know, like
And it's like,
because
you know, I don't associate my face with my channel at the moment, other than my stream. So it's like, you know, I really
wink, wink,
not
nudge,
really out
nudge.
here.
Twitch.tv/iipandas.
Oh yeah, I'll leave that bitch linked in the description below. I'm not gonna leave any of these fuckers' channel linked down below, but I'll leave mine and my Twitch.
Wink, wink.
And yeah,
So,
I got no problem with promoting on like Reddit and shit, but I don't know, it's just like a lack of like fucking motivation at the moment. So I feel like I gotta get back into the groove of it, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Before I go into like my own goals and all that, I think it's another part of like, you know, with change, listen, must come like sacrifice and all that. So like I think about like another part is like if I really like think like I want that like the stuff and all that, like I want to be known or whatever. I think like another sacrifice that I might have to do, you know, not thinking about the backlash right now is going to people and be like, hey yo, check me out. You know what I mean? That's another thing I think like going into like little sacrifice part for a minute.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like my now here's the thing, when it comes to like future plans and all that, like, you know, obviously I have my like my hopes and dreams, but like I don't want to say I'm like short track minded and all that, but like I'm not like one that's like thinking about the future all the time. You know what I mean? Like I had this conversation on Friday with somebody at my table and they were like, "Yo, do you realize that you'll be able to tell your kids like back in the 20s?" And like I had like a mental breakdown right there. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, I'll really be like only like 30
I
or
mean,
something
no,
like that
it'll
when it's
still be
2060."
20s, but like, you know, 2000s, 2010 era.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because like really, you could be able to say back in the 20s
I
because
mean, it'll still be the fucking
after
20s, bro. It's like 20 fucking
Yeah.
something for like the next 1,000 years.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like, I feel like I can do it. Like I feel like I can, you know, put out the content and whatnot. But like it's like the way like I have to find like certain ways around and all. Like there's two things I need to like do to better myself properly. You know, like it's the way I carry myself and the way I fix myself. Like I remember it was over like Instagram DMs or something like that. But me and Pandas had like a serious sit down talking about like it was basically like to sum it all up. I
Oh
need to
yeah,
fix
that
my
big
time
ass
management.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to fix my time management is what I'm thinking about.
I
Cause
feel
like,
like that's both our
con-
problems too, bro. Cause like
yeah,
with me, it's like I don't like, you know, I'm a guy that like I get bored so fucking easily, but at the same time when I do something and I accomplish it, I feel so fucking good. So it's
yeah,
like I'd rather sit there and, you know, I want to like get more content out because that's the only way you can grow. Like, you know,
yeah,
I'm gonna get into why, you know, I feel like we're not growing in a second, but like it's like me and you, I'd rather just like, you know, throw a bunch of like little clips in like music
yeah,
and fucking cut up and I could just be done in like an hour, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then you, I feel like it's you kind of like lose track sometimes maybe during editing because, you know, you're multitasking, doing whatever, listening to music, doing shit, and then, you know, your family too. But fucking you're just like new into like your crazier edits, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to like make sure you have it perfect, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you don't like realize that it sounds good and shit. You just like, I don't know, I feel like you kind of have like a mental
There's certain
breakdown towards
things, yeah. Like
editing.
I don't know, like there are like certain parts. I'll let you talk in a minute, but Johnny, my bad. But like there are certain things and like especially in that region, like because like if there's things I want to improve upon in the future, one of those things I would say is that like just my craft, because like I couldn't really like say the same when it comes to like video ideas and all that, since I'm like slowly like finding more ways to like express my creativity. You know, like I'll have like funny ideas, like Pandas will be like, I remember when I was made like the Juice World Minecraft parody, it was completely like a random thought, and like Pandas was like, no, you better not stop that.
Oh, yeah, fuck
You know
you.
what I mean? And like it's so because I'm in like the state of like, how do I put it, like I'm like in this like state of like ecstasy when I think about like good, like when I finally come up with
You're
like a
like
good
David
idea or
Dobrik, like you
something.
get that idea and you have to just fucking go for it, like right
I'm like,
there.
whoa, yo, that would be amazing. You know, like we were having, I remember just like a week ago or something, Pandas was having this idea to do like a Mice of Men, like George and Lenny scene in Rainbow, bro,
Oh yeah.
which might be coming soon. Who knows? But like, bro, these ideas is what gets people somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
But I feel like this is why we don't grow though, because like with me it's like, you know, I want to edit like long, you know, like I want to do like good edits, but at the same time it's just like I don't want to take all the time, even though I'm gonna have to start doing that, right? Like, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And then you, it's like You keep listening to the same
Like,
clip, and I feel like you're self-conscious about your editing. Like, you hear shit, you think it, like, sounds kind of bad even though it sounds good.
yeah,
And
like
you just,
get
like,
it
learn
just
how to
right.
get over that, right? Because, like,
I
these gaming
still
videos and shit, it should only take you, like, 2 days at most. And the Christmas video especially, bro. I'm sorry to dig at you, but this should have been out day after, bro.
yeah.
And it's like, I feel like you get sidetracked a lot, and even then, you're like, you're editing, you're like self-conscious about it. So, you know, we're not getting videos out as frequent as we should be, and that's why like we're stuck at this subscribers we are for the longest time. Because when we upload, we just upload for like a little bit at a time, and then we're just gone for like maybe a few weeks or something. We upload another video.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand like your editing process, you know, like with you, it's just like you take a while. But
Yeah.
we both need to figure out how to get this done and get it done quicker so we can get more videos out. Because I feel like, you know, especially with the time we have, I know you got to do your animation and shit, but we could at least like pre-record on weekends and then just take a day to edit, and just fucking
Yeah.
have like 3 videos a week at like, you know, most. Like,
Yeah.
we need to start like being consistent with this shit.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys, I can see you two as like polar opposites, but at the same time connected and the same with the way you guys work.
Yeah, because we're a
It's
CW
like
cast family.
Yeah, we're a CW family, so diverse.
I love the CW. So Panda's pretty much said what I was gonna say. So I think I'm gonna say this about what Panda's just said about why you guys are kind of stuck, right? I think that that's 99% correct, and the problem is we know 99% of the problem, but we're still missing the one big percent on why, like
Because the
there
big
might
problem is like you could shoot yourself down so quick, like, but it's harder to like, you know, motivate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like so for me, I just started uploading, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be able to find a consistent basis, right?
Yeah.
And last week, which would have been 2 weeks ago by the time this goes up, I uploaded on Sunday and on Wednesday. Those are the 2 days that I wanted to get up, but I really felt like I probably should have gotten the video up on Saturday.
Yeah.
But now I'm sitting down and I'm like, well, it's about to be Sunday and I want to upload tomorrow. I don't want to upload just 3 of the same type of videos in a row. I want to get some
Like, you want,
diversity.
like, yeah.
And I got no idea for content. So I'm about to I'm going to try to get some, edit it, and then get it up all in a span. I want to. It's gonna be like 3 hours of just trying to get content ready for tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but it's like,
And,
you know, with you it's
yeah.
kind of easier because you're just starting. So like right now, there's not really like a set like, you know, expectation for like what kind of content.
Yeah, you kind of have to like grow out of your cocoon and see what works, you know.
And it's like for you, like I know freaking mobile editing at first is like hard, bro. But you find like you gotta find like different types of apps that you can like all piece together, and like even if you have to like keep running it out like 3 different, it's gonna be worth it, you know. You gotta like figure out how to edit like as best as you can on a phone, so you gotta like research that shit.
Yeah, and like because I want to get something up tomorrow, like I think the reason why I want to do it so bad is because after just talking about how you guys don't upload consistently like enough, and like that's why you're stuck where you're at right now, it's like that's a tendency that I just like don't want to fall into, like I know it's like
these 2 guys
starting.
Right, like you don't want to start and then be like, all right, so I want to be able to do this and this, and then just immediately be like, all right, so I still want to do that, but like I'll do that next week. I don't need to do that right now, like, because that's
where it really traps you.
Yeah, it's like that's the problem, that like you guys are just like, well, you're just starting, like the demand isn't that high, but like the thing is, I know the demand isn't high at all. Like the people that view my videos are just like the select people that I send links to. Like nobody stumbles across my channel. Like
well,
nobody
I know
goes
you didn't
on.
send the link to like 15 different people, bro, because you got 15 views on both videos.
I at least sent it to I sent it to at least 8 people. I sent the link to, and like that's over half of the viewers. And over the last 40 days, I haven't gained any subscribers since starting to upload. So,
I mean, because it's not like instant, you know. That's another thing. It's like you upload and shit, and then you're expecting like more views and shit and like subs, but it's not like gonna come instant. Like it takes a hell of time, bro. Like a lot of time.
like, yeah, I'm not out here like saying, "Oh my God, nobody's viewing me. Come on, I need subs. Like, come on, subscribe." I'm just saying, like, I don't want to fall into an early tendency that's hard to break. Like, and at the same time, I'm not complaining that like I haven't gained any subscribers or anything. I'm just saying, if you
Hello?
Thanos, why?
He snapped, bro. Johnny's gone.
Dang it, bro. So I guess we were the lucky ones.
Alright, so I guess you could start.
Frick.
They really just got rid of John.
Jesus, bro. All right.
bro,
so
my dad called me, bro.
I was just about to say we're in the end game now.
All right, all right. Back to where I was. All right.
Yeah.
So, if you put out content, right,
Yeah.
you want to get feedback, whether it's good or bad feedback, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you put out content, you get the same 15 people.
End game now.
You get the same 15 people. You get no comments besides the troll one. You get nothing for feedback, whether they like it or not. And then you're just stuck wondering like what to do next.
Yeah.
That's
why you just ask your friends, bro.
Well, because I asked some of them, right, and like, so I'll go up to my. But yeah, because I feel like when I ask Ryan about something, he's just like, he lies to me.
No,
wait, what do you mean I lied? No, hold up.
Ryan
What
just
do you
has
mean
a
I lied?
sarcastic tone all the time, bro. That's not a lie.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, but it's like he's the one like you go to, bro, because I don't know, he even though it doesn't seem like he always has video ideas because he takes like 15 fucking years to
He
get
makes
a
me
video
feel the best about myself. That's why I always go to Ryan.
Yeah, it's like
Like when I first finished the thumbnail for That's How Mafia Works, I knew it wasn't good. It was just something that I tried to throw together on this weird Photoshop thing that I found
I'm
on
sorry,
my phone.
bro. But if Ryan tried to gas you up about that thumbnail, he straight up.
I did not try to gas him up about the thumbnail. First of all, I said it was good for a start, you know?
Yeah, you should have asked someone for help, bro. You should have asked someone for fucking help.
I was in a party with him, right? So I was like, "Yo, Ryan, I sent you the thumbnail. What do you think?" And I knew that he thought it was just okay, and that was a good start, right?
Yeah.
Because he said that right after he said this, right? But the way that he reacted to it initially wasn't. I don't think it was fake. I think it was over exaggerated. So instead of going, "Well, that's a good start.
Whoa!
I'd like to see improvement," he goes, "Wow, that's a great start, man."
Yeah, instead of just like, the thumbnail was like alright, it could use a little bit work.
And
like,
then,
dude, Johnny, that's actually like so good, bro.
His tone slowly goes down. He goes, "Wow, that's a great start, man. I really hope that like as you go though, like you'll start improving with your thumbnails and stuff."
I really try to be like I don't want to be like here. It's the I'm not trying to sound like I'm trying to kick nobody down, and I'm also not trying to be a yes man. You know what I mean? Because
no, I'm not. I'm not trying to
just get Adobe Photoshop Express, bro, and just use that. And when you need like files, bro, like just if you need something like you want to put like an object or something in there, right, or like explosions. So like every time you need it like without a background, just type PNG, or not PNG. Yeah, PNG. I'm pretty sure. And it should have like the checkerboard background behind it. That's how you know.
I wasn't trying to send shots at you, Ryan. I was just saying what happened.
Yeah. So it's alright. It's alright.
I guess we should let Ryan get into this fucking topics though, because we're 44 minutes in, and it's gonna be a bitch to render. So Ryan.
Yes. So, what? Just my hopes and dreams and all that. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
your
sure.
hopes and dreams, your advancements and shit.
All right. Well, just keep doing what I'm doing and all that. And honestly, if I have anything I go on from here, because I don't think like in my opinion that if I keep doing what I'm doing and just like start to do it better, that I won't be stuck nowhere. So just improve upon my craft. And like honestly, my motto, and that's all really life is, getting better and then you die. Reach the top of your game.
Yeah.
And that's really it is for my hope and dreams and all that. Cause like obviously that's like it's like climbing the tower. You know what I mean? Like if we're all doing good and all that, and then like our team channel's doing all good, and we can get to that point. And I don't look at myself as like, oh, little Tay. I'm not crying in my corner. Oh man, little Tay is just as old as I am. Why am I not as successful as little Tay? And like some people, try to like, knock me down a peg or something like that. Sometimes in school, be like, hey, bro, I know this bull at school that got like a bunch of more subscribers than you or whatever, right? And like what I always respond with or whatever is like, all right, well, here's the way I think
No, I
about
don't
it
give a
is that.
fuck, dude. The way.
Nah. I don't come at it from a rude
Good
angle,
for
but I'm
them.
like, it
Like,
takes
yeah.
people different time to get where people's at. Like, sure, all men are created equal, but all men don't ascend the same way.
Yeah.
It takes a
Alright,
long
real
time
quick.
to get to different places. Yeah.
I have a story that I want to say that Beetle told me once, and I kind of want to use it to end the podcast out, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just do it after Beetle's done.
I'm done. You got it.
Oh, well, hold on. Beetle, real
done.
quick, bro. Like I
Mhm.
said, bro, this editing shit, you need to figure out how to do this shit faster. And if you need help approving, like, some little
I'm not-
cuts and shit,
I
just, like,
feel like-
tell me, bro. 'Cause,
I'm fine with the cutting and all that in my opinion. I feel like
I know, but, like,
obviously I need to go grab
I
and
feel
like
like
stop cutting and all that. There may be a little mistakes that you say I probably like do like maybe I rewind it over a little bit. I've been trying to like improve that a bit, but
yeah,
in
because, like,
in my
what I
opinion,
think it is
I don't want to
like,
like take the time to be like, oh, cut video fine because
I
there's
mean,
so many.
it's not like I
like,
just do random cuts, Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
look
saying
at
to do
it, but
that.
it's like the way you do it, because, like, I don't know if you're trying to listen for, like, when you do a cut to a transition and you cut it, right? And then there's, like, sound before it from the other clip and you're trying to cut that out or some shit.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Obviously there's certain things that it might take me a minute to do, but another thing I
Because me
think
and
about
Johnny
is
have,
like,
like, noticed, like, there was one time you literally sat and, like, listened to the same clip for about 10 minutes almost.
yeah, and there's another thing.
Bro,
Yeah,
I swear when I was in a party with you, you sat on Why Does Everybody Hate Gatsu for like 3 whole Fortnite matches.
Yeah.
That's like something you need to work.
There's a
'cause you
little
don't need
things,
to,
and
like,
I think
keep
sometimes in my
rewinding it.
videos, yeah, I might be like a little bit of a perfectionist or whatever, but like I mean that's
I know,
something I
but
need
it's
to
like the
improve
cuts
upon.
you can, like,
But that's like,
bro.
what is it? Yeah, I know. And like the way I think about it that time, I'm not gonna try and sympathize with myself. I am trying to get better at stopping to do that. It might be a little bad habit of mine, but the way I think about it in my mind is that like we have things to compete with. Like what's gonna make you click off a freaking
Yeah,
like
I know, but it's like
fan
the
off
cut,
gaming
your
video to
cuts.
come
Like,
to
I
me,
don't see anything special, and the only thing I see special are your
Alright,
edits, right? Like, the shit
before
you
this
keep rewinding.
conversation escalates too
Yeah.
far, this is the story.
Bro, you're heading left at the end of the
Shit,
podcast.
alright.
Podcast ain't ending yet. Hold on. I
Ah,
got too many things to
jeez.
say, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, your videos, bro. Like, shit you added in them, like the Fortnite battle or not, the Ice Storm event, right? You were playing a lot of stuff on that one,
Yeah.
and like the way I saw it is like you had like simple cuts that, like, it was just like it shouldn't have took you 8 hours or 11 hours.
I mean, it did take me a minute to like again, and it is just like what's your niche, what you think the video is good, because obviously, what is it? If you don't think the video is gonna do good, like there are certain things you have to do to make sure that you can't always go like,
I know, but it's like
this video
your
looks
edits and
fine, let
shit,
me just
like, the
upload
little
it.
transitions
And
and stuff.
like you said, I'm not the best at what I do.
Like I'm trying to tell you, like it's,
Bro,
I'm not
I
saying
was
your edits are
thinking
bad.
stuff up. Yeah,
I know, but you keep thinking I'm trying to say your edits are bad or some shit. I'm saying
I need to get better.
The only thing that takes you the longest is the cuts. And one thing you can look at, because I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure what you're doing, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is like you're trying to make sure there's no extra footage from a previous or future clip in that same cut, and making sure there's no extra, like, noise in it, right?
Yeah.
And what you could do to test that out is, like, in Vegas, just zoom in and around that file, just look at the sound waves,
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, you zoom in a little bit, go in. I don't exactly like zoom in. Sometimes I have to listen and all that, and make
like,
sure
a
it's
quicker
cut.
way to do it, because at first, like, I used to cut and, like, just fucking keep, like, fucking around to figure it out, but just, like, cut, delete that clip, and, like, fix everything together to see if it looks, like, clear, and if it doesn't, just, like, Control Z, put that bitch back, just, like, You gotta try to get it done quicker, because cutting is something people don't notice. It's more about the edits when you're watching a video, because you don't watch like Vanoss or something or CD and you're like, damn, that cut was like hella clean, bro. Like a cut is like something you don't really notice.
I mean, well, it's more like second track mind. You don't go onto like a CD or Vanoss video and go like, huh, I definitely noticed that. Like, what is it? That cut was very clean. You kind of think about it like, oh, it's subliminal, but you want to make sure that's like subliminal enough.
The transitions, I can see.
And I don't think
like,
the cuts are
going,
my
like,
biggest
perfection
problem.
on and stuff, because the transitions are like hard to do, because sometimes they can like go too slow and it looks ugly, or too fast and it don't look clean. Like you want to get the like speed of it just right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like the only reason I bring this up, bro, because I just like recently looked on your channel thing, bro.
What's up?
And in the last 6 months, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
You only got 7 videos out. This ain't Prof Beautiful Boy, bro. It's Prof Turtle Boy.
I mean, I can't get, what is it, like 34,000 videos up and all that. I'm trying to base more videos
bro,
off of, like the quality of it now,
I know, but even quality, bro, like that's
what?
bad. Even like animators and stuff and like CD and shit, like people like them who make like high
there is something I'm working on, I'm gonna get back into it, but like I am working on something. That's if anything, that's the reason I say I handicap. What?
Like, at least a video or 2 out a week, man. Because this is like, as a Prophet Beetle Boy fan myself, like I know you're my homie and shit. I don't just like lie to you about your content. Like if I don't like your shit, I'll tell you straight up.
Yeah.
These recent videos, bro, they've been slap as fuck.
Thank you.
Like the Christmas vlog, the Heaties commercial, bro, that shit was like dank as fuck. That shit was wild. We need more shit like this, but like faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, well, Johnny, you could tell your whack ass story now.
Alright, the story of Prof Beautiful Boy researching if there's anybody already named Prof Beautiful Boy.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
Oh god.
What are you on about?
Oh no, I know the story.
So one day,
oh god,
when Vito was just a wee little man, he was trying to see if there was anybody already calling themselves Vito Boy on YouTube, and he stumbled across this channel, right?
No video.
And Beetle was upset that somebody already came up with the name Beetle Boy. He was mad. He was like, man, this is my niche,
didn't he?
right? Beetle clicks on the channel and goes and watches the video.
It's a video. So
finds out that this kid wanted to be a superhero. And he didn't just want to be a superhero. It was his make-a-wish to be a superhero.
Jesus, I shouldn't be laughing. I mean, I apologize, and I didn't mean to do that. It was a big mistake.
Ryan, where's this going, bro? Please tell me they didn't do some fucked up shit, bro.
No,
so then,
bro.
I feel like Ryan got a little fuzzy on the details here when he started telling me this story. But if I remember correctly, he suddenly, immediately changed his emotion from angry to shocked to he just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, wait, that's. Cause I'm like, what little butt took my name?
So far the story isn't that messed up, but it gets.
Oh.
I wouldn't say messed up, but there's a problem.
Oh God.
Beetle looked at the dates on the video and assumed that would be okay
anyways.
to make your channel called Prof Beetle Boy. It was a kid's make-a-wish.
Stop.
I could just imagine this going through his head. He's like, what's a make-a-wish? Googles it. He's fucking dead anyways.
Oh my God.
That's a way to end a deep episode on a funny note.
That's fucked up.
Chill. Alright, that was the episode of the cast. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Jesus. It was never that. Okay.
Alright, so you guys heard it here first. Prof Beetle Boy is a very, bad child. He doesn't care about people's feelings or their lives. So
No, I'm like the next in line for the Beetle Boy, generation. He was like All Might, and now I'm Deku.
I guess, bro. All right, well,
Uh-oh.
that's all
Does
the
that mean
time
I'm
we
gonna
have
die
for
and
the
make a
Gear
Make-A-Wish?
Cast this week. So, hope you guys enjoy. I'm probably gonna forget to leave the links unless Ryan reminds me, but everybody's shit will be linked down below.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And yeah, that's it. Peace out.
This is it, guys.
Au revoir.
This is it,
This is
guys.
it. That's our outro.